Hey, Soul Family. So welcome to my bedroom again. I've been up, fed all my cats, cleaned all my cat boxes, reorganized my cat houses, wrote down my dream. And I was just thinking about talking to my friend yesterday, my friend Joan, about Mercury Retrograde. We were trying to do something and the person was just not getting it. It wasn't working for us. It was crazy. And I said, you know what? I think we're in the shadow period, the 2 weeks before. And I said, I always get hit 2 weeks before because that gives me time to get it together and be all calmed down and ready and relaxed when all of my clients and all of my friends get hit during Mercury Retrograde. It happens every time. So we are in the shadow period of Mercury Retrograde right now. And you're going to have miscommunications with phones, with emails, with ordering products. You could have miscommunications with friends, clients. So be very careful about the way you speak so that your words are understood the way you actually mean them. Make sure that you're not jumping to conclusions because you're misunderstanding what other people are saying. Be prepared for delays. Be prepared for glitches in your computer, in your phones. And, I've got a very expensive iPhone that I bought because I needed to have the ability to use all these different things when my computer crashed. I had a MacBook and it died. And I needed to do a lot of videos and I needed high quality resolution for the pictures and for the videos and for the sound. And so my phone is still glitching. It's been glitching. It's been bothering me. It's a $1,500 phone. And yet, if I go to do a voice text, it just peters out. And I'm frustrated. And I know it's not my phone. It's Mercury Retrograde shadow period. So I plan for it. I know that if everything's starting to back up, give yourself extra time. Sorry, I'm not really awake yet. I mean, I am. I'm just looking kind of rough. Give yourself extra time. Don't do what I did. And it's funny because Spirit helped me. Oh. Look at this. Bea wants to be... Okay, she likes to cover her head and be underneath her fort. I did that as a little kid, too. I still do it in the morning. I like to go under forts. I like forts. And she's my girl. So anyway, make sure that you give yourself extra time. Like, I booked way too many things in a row. And inevitably, especially during pre-shadow period or the shadow period or pre-Mercury retrograde, things are going to run long. People are going to stay longer. They're going to arrive late. It doesn't mean that you want to plan to make that happen. Oh, I lost one nail. How interesting. Got to fix that. But give yourself time for that. And so the universe organized it for me because I had overbooked myself in about 4 different things. And sure enough, I called and I said, can we push this back or can we rearrange this? And everybody moved things around. And it ended up being that sure enough, the people arrived late, stayed late. I was on my way to my next appointment with my friend Joan and, I was almost there. I had an appointment written that I was supposed to be there at 11:30. It was at the village of Oak Creek. And I live in Sedona, which is like 20, 25 minutes, depending on traffic. And so I've got like 7 minutes to get there and I'm driving along and I'm on the phone doing another reading as I'm driving. And I look at my my phone and it pops up and it's a text from her and she goes, and I guess I didn't see it earlier. And she said, hey, I'm running behind in a meeting. Is there any way we can push our appointment from 11 to 11:30? And I thought, wow, the universe already did that because I didn't realize my appointment was at 11 and I was going to arrive at 11:30. So I said, sure, no problem. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. And I'm like, oh my goddess. So the universe helped us in that situation. And sometimes Spirit will help me out because they know I'm going to overbook. And I always try to do too much. Anyway, I am one of those people that I'm a multitasker. I do a million things at one time. And I really need to, the message is slow down. The message is give yourself more time. The message is you don't need to rush. And I kept getting that with my friends and with my clients. And I was watching everybody. And it was the same thing. You know what? Right now, you need to just give yourself more time. Don't book as many things because you're going to get frustrated because Mercury retrograde is frustrating. However, it can be also very positive because people from the past come back. situations from the past come back. You get an opportunity to revisit the past. Opportunities that came that you didn't take. Maybe you'll get those opportunities again. This time, take them. I've been reacquainted with a friend of mine, Jeremy. He used to be, he rented a room from me 13 years ago. And, we get along really well, and he's had a life and moved on, and we'd lost touch for a really long time. And then he found me on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. This will be on TikTok. And he's a sweetheart, and he's traveling in a bus right now, which is what I've built a bus. I haven't traveled in it. And he's probably going to come to Arizona. He is a handyman, and he's an artist, and he creates those rivers in the tables, right? And he does wood countertop. He's amazing. He's very gifted. And so I told him I believe Sedona is a good place for him to land because his gifts would be appreciated. So if you're looking for anything like that, my friend Jeremy. So Mercury retrograde, anything more? Yeah. It's there to show you how far you've come, because a lot of times we have the past come back and we think, why am I thinking about this situation? That was a time that I was not doing very well. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to think about that. But Spirit's saying, we're not trying to hit you with it. We're trying to show you, either look how far you've come. You were there and now you're here. And look how much you've grown. Good for you. High five. Or it's showing you how far you have yet to go. This is something I need to revisit. This is something I need to pay attention to. It's a theme that comes up, and we're going to get Mercury retrograde 3 to 4 times a year. So it gives us an opportunity to review things and do things maybe differently this time, or how, I'm getting a reminder. Oh yeah, got to work on that, right? So this morning I've been working on my maximalist house. My house is a look at me. I'm definitely a maximalist. I'm not a minimalist. And in my dreams, I was with my Auntie Elaine, who was also a maximalist. And she had this Victorian home filled with antiques, and it was incredible. She was my mom's best friend. I called her my aunt. And then as my kids were grown, I would bring my kids there. And it was like going into a wonder emporium. And I realized that this is what I've done. I've recreated that beautiful time of my life in my own home. I loved it then. I love it now. But in my dream, I was saying to my Uncle Alan, wow, these rooms are amazing. It was this totally amazing character home, and all these beautiful things, but there was no room to sit down, and there was no room to use this table, and I couldn't get into that door, and there was too much clutter. And I thought, yeah, this house is too small. I need either the garage and the casita so that I can spread all of this stuff, or I need to open up another business where I can take half this stuff and put it in there, because there's definitely too much going on in here. So my reminder is, you need to kind of reorganize here, Sherry. You need to figure out, what are you going to do, because what bothers you, and you got to take care of it. My house is immaculate, and everything's got its place, but there's a lot. So maybe it's a dream, right? It's showing me what I loved, and it's keeping me focused on actually what I am calling in. So it's a reminder again. Yeah, you've been dreaming about that. What was that? What did they show you? A character home that I've asked for. I grew up in character homes, both my homes in my childhood, my grandmother's home, my Auntie Elaine's home, and that's what I've called in, and I still want it. So it's a reminder in my dream. Okay, there's a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of rooms, and this is pretty cool, right? So it's like, keep on to your dream. Go after what it is that you want. Jump, go for it. Just ask for it, right? Ask for the opportunities that you missed. Bring me the opportunity. This time I won't delay. This time I will jump on it. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. Got to get up. Got clients right now.